What's up guys, this is Danny from Rethink Peer-to-Peer Lending. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will provide you with an update on the performance of my personal peer-to-peer portfolio in August, as well as discuss the most recent events that have happened on a number of platforms. Overall, my peer-to-peer portfolio generated a total income of 658 euro in August, which is historically the highest amount that I have ever achieved with this asset class. New personal best income numbers from Estateguru with 140 euros and Income Marketplace with 124 euros have been big contributors to this success in the previous month. The best performance in my portfolio continues to be delivered by PeerBerry, although the performance has slightly declined in the past 2 months. The second best performance is now coming from Income Marketplace with 12.37%, which is my highest total return on the Estonian platform to date. On the opposite side of the spectrum is once again Bondora Portfolio Pro with a total return of only 1.85%. Overall, I had 3 new deposits in August with each 1,000 euros that have been added to PeerBerry, Estateguru and Crowdpear, while 1,000 euros have been withdrawn from Twino, Estateguru and Via Invest. In addition, I have once again withdrawn 2,000 euros from Bondora Go and Grow, where I will liquidate my position due to the continued lack of transparency. My outstanding peer-to-peer portfolio has now decreased to 75,612 euros in August, which is the first decrease of my portfolio since October 2022. However, my goal of surpassing my previous record of 80,715 euros by the end of this year still remains. Next up, we are looking at the most important developments that have happened on a number of platforms in my portfolio. Earlier this month, Aventus Group repaid all short-term obligations of war-affected loans on PeerBerry, which means that all outstanding Russian loans have now been settled. The outstanding amount of long-term obligations is currently at 1.2 million euros, likely to be repaid in October. This means that only around 4 million euros from Gofingo Group are yet to be repaid on the platform. As the group is currently transferring around 200,000 euros per month, the forecast for a full repayment is towards the end of 2024, according to marketing head Rita. Overall, PeerBerry has repaid by far the most amount of war-affected loans to date, which should give investors further confidence in the integrity of the platform. The fact that interest rates would now decrease as a consequence has been a predictable development. Personally, I was able to counteract this somewhat at the beginning of the month as my outstanding portfolio grew to over 25,000 euros, which means I will receive an additional bonus of 0.75% due to achieving gold status on the platform. A platform that is currently struggling to get their lenders payback on time is Income Marketplace, which is why many investors start to become a little bit more impatient. With ClickCash, Vivos and Juancho de Presta, there are currently 3 lenders at this point in time that are only paying back their loans in tranches. That's why I talked to Income CEO Kimmo at the beginning of the month about the status of individual lenders, and here are the most important findings. As in the past, Dana Rupia is carrying the biggest load of new loans, and for the time being, there don't seem to be any changes in the future as supply can be maintained at the current level. In addition to Dana Rupia, also some loans from ITF have joined my portfolio recently. The portfolio on income is currently standing at 2.3 million euros. According to Kimmo, the potential could still increase to up to 5 million euros. Also with Huvi, he seemed very confident that the 1.7 million portfolio can be further expanded in the future. Right now, the lender is launching new products and likely they would also end up on the marketplace in the future. As with Juancho de Presta, Income will first wait until the remaining loans will be paid back with the buyback guarantee. The outstanding portfolio of the Colombian lender is currently at 47,000 euros. According to Kimmo, another €500,000 are already in the pipeline, but Income wants to carry out a detailed check with the lender beforehand. In terms of Vivos, there are still open problems with the transfer of funds to Income, in addition to the changeover to the new investment structure. So far, 700,000 euros have already been returned, but a portfolio of 1.4 million euros is still open. Therefore, no new loans are expected from the Mexican lender for the time being. In terms of new lenders, there seems to be a new addition coming in the fourth quarter, where the contract has already been signed. I can't disclose which lender it's going to be, but I can say that the lender is coming from the Baltic states and that the company is already represented on another marketplace, but with a different borrower country. Overall, the situation with Income Marketplace is of course somewhat unsatisfactory, especially since the platform has set its own bar pretty high in terms of being the safest platform for investing in loans. Personally, I will remain fully invested for now, but the platform needs to offer a broader spectrum of reliable lenders before I continue to expand my investments further on Income. An even worse situation can be found at Estateguru, a platform that continues to struggle to recover any defaulted loans for months. After the outstanding portfolio has recently fallen by 12 million euros, the relative share of defaulted loans has now increased to 48.8%. This means that every second euro invested on Estateguru is now in the recovery process. At the moment, it seems more and more unlikely that the announced turnaround in the last quarter will be achieved by the end of the year. In addition to the poor performance of the loan portfolio, the Estonian platform is now also experiencing economic problems, as indicated by the recently published annual report for 2022. Although the revenue has increased by 11% to 8 million euros, the expenses for the expansion course were ultimately too high to even come close to profitability. Operational costs increased by more than 1.5 million euros and employee expenses even increased by 2.6 million euros. In the end, the result shows an audited annual loss of 5.88 million euros. Also, Estateguru's balance sheet has deteriorated massively due to the latest financial figures. The balance sheet plummeted by about 65% and the company's equity is even negative for the first time. The course of consolidation that was initiated at the beginning of 2023 is therefore absolutely necessary if the company wants to build its future business development on a solid financial foundation. Due to economic uncertainties and the lack of recoveries, I will continue to pause my investment on Estateguru and withdraw any funds that are coming back for the time being. A better and more positive outlook can be seen at the Lithuanian PeerBerry spin-off Crowdpear. After receiving the European crowdfunding license last month, the first loan on the platform has now been successfully repaid. The project Sestoyi 5, in which I also participated with 100 euros, collected a funding of 86,000 euros via Crowdpear with a loan term of 6 months, an interest rate of 10.5% and a loan to value of 72%. Overall, Crowdpear has made a very good impression on me so far, which I think is clearly benefiting from the experience of the platform's operators. So for anyone interested in investing in secured real estate loans, I think Crowdpear is a very good alternative at this point in time. A positive trend can also be seen at Twino recently, which to me has less to do with the new rental properties, but rather that the platform was able to onboard a new lender after a very long time. After Poland and Vietnam, there is now also a new supply coming from a lender in the Philippines. This lender has already been active since 2020, operating under a joint venture with the befriended via SMS group from Latvia. The Philippine loans offered on Twino come with an interest rate of 13% and a loan term of 12 months. It also seems to be a good window of opportunity for any new investor that considers joining Twino, since you already get a €20 bonus for investments if you sign up through a partner link like mine and then proceed with investing at least €100. You will find the required link in the video description below, or alternatively within my review on the blog. If you made it this far, thanks so much for sticking around until the end. I hope you found some valuable insights in this video as to what is currently happening in the peer-to-peer lending industry. Please consider subscribing if you want to see more videos like this in the future, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.